In this video, we're going to have a look at the new B200 truck coming to my garage and all the different variants. We're also going to be taking a look at some accessories for it, as well as some mods. So yeah, stay tuned, grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another video. So this is going to pretty much be a in-depth view of the B200 series trucks. So these are pretty much the new truck that is coming to the base game. This is not a mod at all. So first of all, we've got the B200 as it's listed in the game files. So this is pretty much a long cab. Yeah, it's like an extended cab with a short bed. So yeah, we must just get the terminology right here. I'm not American, so I don't know what the Americans would call it, but pretty much this has got an extended cab. In other words, it's got a small bench seat behind the driver's bench over here. And I take it this seat would probably move forward so that you can get back there. So yeah, that's pretty much the only difference with this cab, apart from the actual short bed at the back. So this is also based on a longer frame than the one we have, the pink one over there. All right, so let's look at the B201 as it's listed in the game files. So this is a short cab, I believe that's what they would call it, with a long bed. So I believe the wheelbase is the same as the extended cab one. It's just a shorter cab on this one and a longer bed, where it's the opposite on this one. So yeah, that is pretty much the difference over there. So first up, we've got the B202. So this is a short cab, short bed, obviously. So it's yeah, exactly what it says. So it's pretty much the smallest one. This is also what I would like to call a single cab in my country. That is what we would call it. So yeah, that is pretty much the smallest one you get. And then we've also got the flatbed version, also the same wheelbase as the 201. This is called the 204. No, this is a 202, and they call this one the 204. For some reason, they skipped 203. I don't know where that one got lost in translation, but this is a 204, and it's just got a flatbed on it. So these flatbeds are interchangeable. So I'm going to be showing that off in a bit. We've got our tools and our welding machine here, because we're also going to be doing some welding on these. And then pretty much the last one is going to be known as the B205, which is a long frame version with a longer flatbed and a short cab. So I believe you could probably do like a custom thing where you could put a extended cab with a short flatbed, but I haven't tried doing that just yet, but I'm sure that is also possible. And also this version comes with dually wheels, which is pretty much, as I can understand, an adapter plate you can buy for these. So if we lean in here, you can pretty much see the adapter plate that bolts onto the normal hub. Or it looks like it's probably a different hub even. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to rip this thing apart because I haven't had a look at that yet. And then also it's got the same rim design at the front here, which also takes an adapter plate for the I haven't counted these lugs yet. So what's that, like an 8 lug wheel? So yeah, we've got an adapter plate for that as well. So that looks like it just bolts onto the normal hub. So yeah, it might actually be very straightforward. But apart from that, we also have these cargo boxes. So we've got a longer one and we've got a shorter one. Obviously the shorter one goes on the shorter version of the flatbed like that. And the longer one goes on the longer version of the flatbed, if we can just grab it quickly. Alright, so that is pretty much the way it mounts. Now they've got these doors that can open at the back. And that is secured by welding it into place. So there are 6 welds on each of these. So there's pretty much 3 per side. Same with the long version over here. So it's just a little bit further spaced out. If we can just get it to actually mount and weld. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this one, the welding is a little bit off. And we were probably a little bit far. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much how this is done. So I just want to be sure to weld all of these so that we don't have our box half welded, because we might actually have to do something with one of these trucks further along the line, and then at least this is done. And once again on this one also there's a little bit of a off positioning with the welding there, but it is pretty good so far. That is why these vehicles are in testing phase. So we get to test these vehicles before they are released to public. And you too can also test this. You just have to join the mygarage Discord server and get the tester role and pretty much enter the password into Steam. And you can also pretty much get these trucks in early access. So it's not really a private thing or a secret thing. It's open to everybody to test. So yeah, I think what we are going to do now is we're going to just pretty much showcase the actual parts that we can unbolt off this truck. So for this long bed, we've got 6 bolts holding the actual flatbed in. And it's pretty much the same on the regular beds as well. I actually forgot, I have to take this box off because this is actually the wrong truck to be mounting this to. We'll get to this in a little bit later on the video. But for now, let me just get this last bolt out. I think it's that one. And then pretty much the whole flatbed with the box comes off, and you can carry this by hand. You don't need a move tool for it. It's very basic and simple. So we're just going to put that down over there for a second. So obviously I'm doing this on the video to just show that this actually does fit on the long base trucks. That these bolts are a little bit finicky sometimes. You could probably use the no clipping tool if you want to get real nice and close up into it. But yeah, so far if you just lean in a bit, you can get it done. Where's the last one? I think it's this one. Alright, and then this bed should also come off. And once again, we can just grab this. So we can pretty much slap this onto the dually truck over here. And it also just pretty much bolts down with the 6 bolts. So I'm not going to tighten all of these bolts. Because obviously we still have to take off the taillights. Because these taillights are specific to the actual flatbed. So these also mount to the back of any truck, pretty much, as far as I know. So yeah, this is probably made for the long bed version. So this will go on here. If we can just get the correct, yeah, this is the left one. So yeah, that fits over there. But obviously now the bumper is also mounted to the frame here. So we can take the bumper off as well. And then this bumper will pretty much go with the bed box again. So you can mount it with the taillights as well, which is just a little bit odd. But that is just pretty much how the game physics work at the moment. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool that we are able to do this. So if you were to find one of these in a junkyard and rebuild it from scratch, you can pretty much decide what you would like to do with it. You can even run it without a flatbed or anything like that. And also another cool thing about these trucks are the cab is also removable. But it's just a little bit easier to do that when you are pretty much inside a shop with a lift. Then you can pretty much lift the truck up. So yeah, as I said, we're not going to tighten all these down because I'm going to be swapping it back over, because in some later videos we're going to be customizing some of these trucks. So yeah, that is pretty much the basics that we have in the game with the truck. So there was so far no mods involved here. So that is all pretty much base game stuff. So there has been quite a couple of mods made by EST Banana already for this truck. So we get some bumper guards like these. Now they are paintable, and you can also, if you have the paint booth mod, you can pretty much make these parts matte. So if you wanted to have like a matte black bumper guard, you can do that. So that pretty much mounts to the short cab. So we're just going to check it out. So this is the short cab. Just bolting that down. So that is pretty much what it's going to look like. You can imagine for yourself what color you would like to paint it. You can even chrome it if you really want to. But yeah, we're just going to test fit it on the long bed as well. And that also bolts down very nicely. So no problem. That is looking very good. Alright, so next up, let's go and grab the other bumper guard over here. So this one has got more spotlights on it. So that is pretty much, yeah, 4 spotlights on this one. The other one only takes 2. And I think there are some that actually takes more than 4 spotlights, which is just a little bit crazy. So this one has got different mounting points because it's mounting to the frame there. So that is pretty much like that. And we've got a lot of headlights on this thing now and spotlights. So I think let's add a little bit more. Let me go and grab the light bar we have over here. So pretty much this is what they call the roof light adapter. And you can actually mount the same spotlights you can mount on the Lada, the rally car spotlights. So those will actually mount on here as well. And then that is pretty much stuck already. We don't have any screws or tools or anything to tighten that with. To take it off, obviously we just need to come here and pry it off. So we can do that quick, and then we'll just see if we can get it put back on. It's a little bit tricky to get the sweet spot, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So now this will also mount to the extended cab over there. So we can pretty much come over here and get it on there as well. Just have to find the sweet spot. So you can imagine for yourself, if you were to build a off-road beast like this, you can pretty much go crazy with the spotlights. Right, so yeah, we're going to be putting this one on the pink truck because I think we're going to be customizing this thing a little bit eventually. So all of these trucks can also have a tow hook mounted, which I didn't purchase yet. So we do not have one of those yet. So let's quickly come and grab one just under accessories for all cars. All right, so there's the trailer hook. We'll just buy one of those quickly. And then we're going to quickly just slap it onto our pink truck over here. So that goes on there without a problem. And obviously it's got 2 bolts here at the bottom, which you can zip it down, and then that is fitted. So we've got a trailer hitch on our short bed truck over here. So obviously this will also mount to the other trucks. So we can quickly go and test that. But I don't think I really have to go to each and every truck. This is pretty much, yeah, it mounts to the bumper. So if you don't have a bumper on your truck, you cannot mount it. But, whoops, yeah, we don't really have to put a bumper on this truck, I guess. So yeah, hopefully you won't be able to tow anything with the, or you wouldn't want to tow anything with the box truck. But yeah, that is pretty interesting. So yeah, let's grab our tow hitch again. We're just going to come and put it back on our pink truck over here. All right. So there we have it. So that is pretty much customized. And then also we do have some bed covers. Now this is part of a mod. EST Banana made some B series truck parts, and he is still busy developing more stuff for it. So this one we have over here is for the long bed, I believe. So this will go on there. Just got to find the sweet spot. No, obviously the long bed is parked over there now because we did swap it around. Okay, so there it is. So for this one, you don't need any tools to remove again. You just hold your mouse button and it pops off again. So yeah, there we go. All right, so the other one that I had in there, that is in fact for the short bed. So this can actually go on the short bed truck where we were just now, trying to put the long one on. So yeah, that is pretty much the same as the one we've got on the pink truck. So that can go on there. All right, and then we also have got some roof lights. I'm not sure if this is part of the mod or if it's base game, but there are so many accessories for these trucks. I mean, I might not even get to all of them in this video, but yeah, we're just going to use our no clipping mod here just to get to the top of this. So those also mount with the without a screw or a spanner. So yeah, you pretty much need your pry tool to take that off as well. And then last but not least, the thing I would like to showcase is the camper shell, or what they would call a hard top. So this is base game. This is not a mod. So that comes with the base game of the truck. So if you want to have a truck with a truck bed, you can also put a camper on it. And this actually mounts with 2 bolts. And this is just the easiest way I found to mount it, is by going inside the truck, because obviously you can't reach in and lean in to get to those bolts, because if you were to come here, you would like not really know where the bolts are. So it's just easier to jump in the cab quickly and come and see the bolts there and loosen them up. And you notice that I actually installed it on top of the bed cover as well. I did that on purpose, just to show that you can pretty much have this bed cover on with the camper shell as well. But yeah, we're gonna pretty much just put that one on there, and then this will obviously also fit on there because it's the same bed. So yeah, that is pretty much the longest version of the truck you could get, in my opinion. If you were to have a longer one, it would be like the long bed maybe with that one, but I think that is not possible yet. I don't know if there's going to be extra long frames available in the future, maybe as a mod, but we do not know yet. So yeah, we are going to be putting this one on our pink truck as well. So on the interior of these trucks, they are actually quite detailed. We do also have a carpet that mounts in the truck. So this is removed by taking off the driver's seat, or the bench seat pretty much. So you can unbolt the seat, and then that'll pretty much come off. So these bench seats only have got 4 bolts, 2 on each side. So when that is removed, then your carpet should pretty much drop down. So you can just slap it back, and then when you mount your seat again, your carpet will pretty much stay. So just be sure to get the bolt zip down, and then now the carpet isn't going anywhere again. So that is pretty decent. And as for the headliner, it's pretty much only black, same as the Chad and Bart and Jesse headliners. You can only get it in black. I haven't checked if the sun visors are specific to the truck, but I believe those are available in the catalog as well under the vehicle. It comes with a glove box that's openable, and also the windows do wind manually. So you have to scroll the mouse wheel on this for you to open the windows. Alright, so that is very, very basic stuff, and that is pretty much what this truck is about. It's just an awesome tow rig, and the handling, the way it drives is very nice. Handles very good. They all come with a 5.6 liter V8 4-speed transmission and a 3.8 differential. So these trucks all have the 3.8 non-locked differentials. So I'm not sure if there are maybe junkyard versions, because I've seen used vehicles and junkyard versions with different differentials, and also sometimes with inline sixes. So yeah, you could possibly find an inline 6 in the junkyard as well. Obviously they have got their own mufflers. So the long version has got longer mufflers than the short version, which makes sense. So these ones you will see are a lot shorter, and those ones are a little bit longer, so they come all the way out to the back. So you could possibly mount the longer ones on the short one and vice versa, but it's not going to look right because it's going to be clipping through the actual leaf springs and suspension parts. And also there is a tiny bit of clipping on the short bed that I've noticed. It may have been fixed, but yeah, there was a time where this would actually glitch through the leaf spring, but I see that has been fixed, so that is looking very good now. And yes, all these trucks are 4-wheel drive. They come with front drive shafts, they come with transfer case, and pretty much, yeah, the drive shaft at the back doesn't have any bolts yet. So if you glance in here, we can barely see it there. There's no bolts on the drive shaft, so it's just the ones on the front. So if we were to come over here, so there they bolt to the transfer case. Just try and get back down there again, and then there it goes to the drive shaft. It goes to the front, and then that goes to the transmission that bolts down there. So there are once again no bolts on the front drive shaft over there, and that is pretty much what makes this truck unique. It's a body on frame. So for modders, that's going to be a very wide door that is opened, because now if they were to make a body kit vehicle like some of the mods we have already, it's going to be much easier. So they just have to mount their body on top of the frame, which is going to make it, yeah, the possibilities are pretty much endless in my opinion. So yeah, that is pretty much the B200 series and what it is about. So yeah, as I said, there are some more pieces of stuff you can actually mount to the truck, like this side box. Just to show, we do have a long bed version over here, which is the side panel or the quarter panel. And this actually has got a door over here somewhere, which you can barely see now, and I don't know if you are able to open it, but yeah, if you look over there, you'll see the screws. So this has got a door in the side. I think let's just go and buy another one so that I can actually showcase this properly, because when I tested it earlier, it obviously worked beautifully. So we're going to go to the B200 over there. I'm going to go to the body section. So there are a lot of parts for this truck, and I also got a lot of mods installed, so that's why my catalog is loading so long. But just to give you an idea, from here we've got a bunch of extra parts. We've got the basic grill, we've got an updated grill, or a what I would call a secondary grill as well for the truck. I believe that it will be under accessories. I'm not too sure where all these parts are even, but there are quite a lot of them. So what I'm pretty much looking for now is just to show all the other nitty-gritty stuff, like the pipe bumpers, the push bar bumper. There's even an antenna you can mount to the truck, but that's also just that's part of a mod. So the US plate bumper, that is also, if you want to use the shorter license plates from EST Banana's mod, that is a part of the mod as well. We've got another pipe bumper. We've got some more bed stakes we can put on the truck as well. There's ones for the short truck and for the long truck. So these side boxes are actually what I wanted to show off now. So if you buy these bedside box quarter panels, you will see that they've got those holes in. So that is pretty much what we have all the way over there, and I just knocked my tires over. So this is pretty much going to be the side panel you will replace on a normal long bed, and then you'll have a cargo box on the side of your truck that pretty much mounts where that section will be on the truck. So pretty much over there, and that is pretty much yeah, the mods that we have. So if we go into our accessories over here quickly for a second, I just want to showcase all the different badges as well, because EST Banana has been quite busy with the mods for the truck. So we've got, there's the roof light adapter, and there's the roof lights as well. So these are the ones that we mounted, the orange ones. And we also have got some different hoods, which we can go ahead and buy one of each. And then also here we've got the badges I mentioned earlier. So that's pretty much very small things that can easily fall through the map, especially these steering wheel badges. So it's just a matter of finding it between here. So I've noticed those things, the small steering wheel badges, they just tend to fall through the floor. So you should probably put something like a car hood or something down first, so that it drops onto that, and then you can try and pick it up. But yeah, all of these things, they actually mount to the truck. So for example, this is a XLT, which I believe will be for the extended cab. So you could probably slap that on that truck. That is just going to complete that front end a little bit better. So obviously there is copyright involved, so that's why these things are mods. So there's all the different types of hoods in the mod as well. So this one is just a little bit raised as well, so that is pretty decent. This one is also raised, but it looks a little bit different than that one. So yeah, we've got some options here. Yeah, you can definitely see it from here. So that one's a little bit higher, that one's a little bit lower. This one has got a scoop on it. And then, yeah, there are going to be quite a bit of customization. So these are fender badges for the F250. We also have the F250 Ranger XLT badges. But yeah, these things, they just like to fall through the floor at this point. So we're not going to bother with those at the moment. But I think if you were to buy it on a normal slab of concrete, it should be fine. But yeah, pretty much the building materials, the floors, those things just fall through the floor. I'm sure EST Banana will fix it at some point. He was also very kind enough to make me some custom license plates and some wall fittings and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much something that he did for me. So yeah, we have got quite a lot of parts for this truck. So if you are looking forward to this truck coming to the base game and you're not playing on the test version, do leave some comments down below of what kind of builds you would like to see me try and build in this couple of episodes that's coming up. So we also have got our revival series going on, so that is definitely something you should check out as well. There is a link to that playlist below this video as well. But yeah, I think that is pretty much going to be a wrap for this video. I mean, we've covered quite in depth, although we haven't repaired anything on the trucks. That is also something we can do at the later stage. So if you want to see that happen, also leave some comments down below. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view, every like. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. But yes, until the next time, cheerio.